Okay guys, so we're going to teach you the two different handholds that you'll need for doing an aeroplane and also an aero flip and an aero banger. And also the little, like, I don't know what to call it, like a foot jiggle that the girl needs to do when you're going into an aeroplane, and what the girl is thinking about when she's leaning away. So that's more your neck of the woods, so I'll leave that to you, okay? Yeah. So for a regular aeroplane, we're going to be holding just like this, and then the girl is giving the foot up here. And what I like the girl to do is to hook the foot in, so it kind of goes behind the elbow, so it's a nice secure. And you can hold like this, and some guys like to hold like this, but I have tiny hands, so I can't do that. I have to hold like this, and it seems to work good for me. Okay, so from here, we'll start to go around, and you see how she's kind of jiggling the foot around.
So the weight is on the heel, so then you can pivot the front part of the skate.
So Ash will explain exactly what she's doing with her foot there.
Yeah, you're kind of balancing between the foot and you're a little bit leaning on his arm here, so you don't actually fall. It's still, I think it's better if you're standing up straight, because if you're a little bit forward, then you kind of feel like you're doing this. So if your leg is up and you're actually straight, you're bending the knee a little bit and you're just pivoting with the weight on the heel. So that's what it feels like.
Yeah, and there's something that a lot of people do, and the type of person that I am, I try to do the opposite of what everyone does. Like, you'll see a lot of skaters do this with their hand, and I think they do it because they see other people doing it, but then everyone starts to look the same. It's like, I think it's a very circusy thing that we're going to start and put our hand up. So I would say find your own position. What do you like to do? Watch your videos back and find a nice strong position. Maybe you're here, maybe you're here. But you can do this if you want, if you like this position, but do what you kind of want to do. Don't follow other people. You can follow us, but
But we're always going to give you different options.
Yeah, we just find your own style. That's what we're trying to say, you know. Yeah. And what you want to try to do as well, when you're going around, you want to get to the point where you have a straight arm, which is going to look clean. Because you can be here at the beginning, which will be easier, but then you want to get to a nice straight arm. And what you can do when you're really learning is that you can start in this position. So you go around at first, and then from here, go into this position, moving around. And I would just practice just this. Practice this till you're really comfortable, so the girl finds a nice position. So you can do this, and this is easy. This wants to become easy for you. So you want to work on the basics till the basics become easy. If the basics like this is hard for you, then you don't really need to progress to the next step of actually taking the girl off the floor. I mean, I know you want to. I mean, you can do that, but you know you should get to the point where this is really, really easy. Okay?
For a quick note for the girl, for you to pivot on your heel, you do this. Actually, we're on a table that's fiberglass, and my wheels are really slippery, so you're not going to see me jumping too much. But if you're actually trying it on a cement or a different surface and you have softer wheels that you're not sliding so much, you're going to be jumping more. So it's okay if you do that. It's just going to look like not so smooth. Hopefully you have music on top and you can't hear it, but the trick to that is just to have a really flat surface and then harder wheels, so you're not having to jump so much.
Yeah, finding the correct wheels for the correct surface is an ongoing I don't want to say battle for the quad skaters, but you kind of finding what's the correct wheels for the right surface. And you may have many different wheels. I mean, if you're on inlines, I'm quite lucky. These wheels, I can basically use them everywhere, and I don't have to clean them or anything. I can just go on different surfaces.
So actually, for the thinner, the harder the floor is, the smoother the floor is, the harder the wheels are, the faster you can go. But it's also very dangerous if you're actually, you can feel every little thing and you can have a mistake more, it's more dangerous actually than if you are spinning outside and you have softer wheels. So it just depends. The guy's gonna get more grip when you have softer wheels as well.
Okay, so next we're going to talk about the aero banger, which is like an aeroplane, then you're just going to go up and down, kind of like big waves. Yeah, so the only difference is this hold is the same, but then this leg is going to go much higher, so the foot is going to come up all the way to my shoulder. So you're going to be in this position up here, as opposed to down here. So you'll be in this position, so then it's much easier to get kind of torque, so then when you go around and you lean back, then you can lift it all the way up. And I will insert that trick right now so you can see it, as I'll do it with Diana. And next we're going to talk about the aero flip. So now you will need to hold this way because you'll be spinning, and I will insert the trick now. Okay, so now we're back in the room. So now you will see that she will have gone all the way over here, and then she's like upside down in the position, and then it comes all the way back, and then you can just land the trick really easily. I'll insert that one right now, you can see. Or you can have the one where it flips all the way over, and then as she lands, you want to be ready to get into this position. And then when you get really comfortable, she will land, and then you can be straight away into a strong position here. But I will insert all those tricks now so you can see. So you just need to make sure whenever you're doing the flip over that you have this position, because if you end up in this position just doing the normal, when she flips over, you will slip off and you will have an accident, and it's not fun for either of you, especially the girl.
Do you want to say the easy landing you want to explain the easy landing?
Shall we just do an aeroplane and do an easy landing?
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll do an aeroplane and we'll do the easy landing. Okay? No pressure. Okay, so let's just do, so we'll be like this, and then we take the leg, we come around, and then once she feels good, this is going to fly into this position, and then you can do a little wave and land.
Still slippery. I didn't clean my wheels, as you can tell.
And that's the basic landing. This is the one that you'll learn. And a couple of tips for the girls, because there's a timing there that you see that when the girl lands, the guy has to let go. And this is something I feel that you will trial and error and find your timing. There's no point me to say it's at this point, it's a timing.
It's a little bit tough because sometimes when you're coming out of a trick, you actually don't know where you are in the air, if you're actually low or if you're high, or if they're doing the waves. What I would say is for you guys to practice just the little waves so the girl can feel how it feels to be low and how it feels to be high. And then actually when you feel that, that width, and you already know when you're going up, then you bring the leg actually first to you, under your hips, so you're back here. You want to bring it to you and then bring it down. So if you want to try practicing holding the leg first and then smoothly bringing it down, then I think it's a good exercise in the beginning to do.
And do you have any tips for the girls being able to land on all four wheels? Because I know this sometimes, because you might hit those two wheels, it puts you off balance. Do you have any tips, or it's just a feel?
For the other landing?
Just for any tricks.
Oh.
When you land, is there anything you think about?
If you're doing it in a circle, either way, if you're not in a circle, if you're on the streets, the girl is you always want to have like the openness, even if you're just doing it with one leg, because you're always going around in a circle. So this is what happens. If you land and it's not really Charlie Chaplin, so if we're here, and your landing is not actually under you, and you don't have the skate going the right direction, and you have it a little bit flipped like that, you can actually flip over and come off the table, come off the circle, or just come off wherever you're skating. But you want to try to come down, really feeling this open for the girl. It's the only way, or else that's going to happen. You're going to have it a little bit open, and you're going to flip to the side, and you're going to fly out. So that's actually a good tip to get the girl.
Yeah, I would just practice trying to get on those four wheels, because that's one of the the differences if you're landing on the inlines, because Diana skates sometimes on inlines and sometimes on the quads, just depends where we're working, and it's something that I kind of notice from watching her, you know, the difference.
And flexing, actually flexing this leg, because or else you'll land on the toe stop. So flexing and Charlie Chaplin.
Okay, and that's been the aeroplane, and next I think we're going to do a video all about the different holds for different tricks.